Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's talk about the Jio Giga Fiber plans. And if you guys recall, I actually I took two Jio Giga Fiber connections in March, and I had posted a video about that one. Again, check out that if you want to know what's the experience, how it works and all those things. But in this video, let's talk about the Jio Giga Fiber commercial plans because those have been announced. And in fact, now I have three connections. Just about 2 months ago, I took one more connection for my parents also. That was that 2,500 rupees plan that came with the slightly inferior router that has the 2.4 gigahertz plan. So I have a three. And guys, let's be frank, I'm a little bit disappointed with the plans, and maybe I'll be surrendering one of the connections now. But in this video, I'm going to state all the facts and the details because there has been a lot of confusion about this one. And in fact, that's why I took time to create this video. In fact, I got in touch with Jio official, and she is actually in Jio, main Mumbai office. So this information is coming directly from there. I had a long call, asked a ton of questions. So I'll go over it. What are these plans? I'll divide it, and so that hopefully it gives you an better idea what are these Jio Giga Fiber plans, because I've been hearing a lot of misinformation around that. And yes, to be frank, I would say for heavy data users, these plans are very, very expensive. So first, let's talk about the plans. And if you look at this web page, here it gives us all the options of the prepaid plans. Those are the bronze, silver, gold and diamond. And if you look at it, it says that the bronze is the base plan, and it comes with 699 rupees per month. But guys, this is not inclusive of GST, so you have to add 18% GST to this. So the total cost per month will come up to about 825 rupees per month for this base plan. And if you look at it, the speed is 100 megabits. So the base speed is 100 megabits on all plans. But the important thing is data, guys. That's the most important thing. And in this plan, you are getting 100 gigabytes of data. But you'll notice that you also have that 50 GB extra. And this 50 GB extra is the initial offer, and this will be applicable for the first 6 months. So you'll be getting about 150 gigabytes of data per month. But again, after that 6 months, that 50 GB will go away. So essentially 100 gigabytes of data, and you'll be paying about 825 rupees per month for this one. And before I move to the other plans stuff, one big misinformation out there is that people are saying that this, even if you take the base plan or any plan, you will get cable services like live TV, etc. with this one. No, that is not true. You will not get the cable services. If you want that cable services, yes, you need to have an existing cable connection. They have tie-ups with Hathway and one more provider. I forgot, I'll add the name. So again, you need that regular cable connection, and that fee, whatever you're paying to Hathway or whatever, is different. So that is not included. You're not getting cable services for, with this one. Let me be clear. We'll talk about the set-top box. Yes, you are going to get a set-top box, that 4K set-top box with every connection, but that's a little bit different from regular cable connection that you were expecting, live TVs and all those things. No, those are OTT. I'll talk about that. That's a good thing, but this is not cable. So for cable, etc., if you have Hathway, you will be paying whatever amount you were paying for cable, and that will just attach to this one. Anyways, next, if you look at it, we have the silver plan and we have the gold plan, and other plans, the diamond, etc. They're too expensive, I feel. But let's talk about the silver plan, because I feel for most casual users, this might be the best one. It says that you get about 200 gigabytes of data, and during that initial offer for the 6 months, you get 200 GB extra. So you should be getting about 400 GB of data per month, which is actually pretty decent for normal users, not for very heavy users like you and me, obviously. And again, the base plan is rupees 849 for this one. So add GST, so you'll be paying about 1,200 rupees per month for this plan. And then we also have the gold plan, which I feel is okay for slightly heavy users. I was also looking at my data consumption, guys. I'll talk about I in fact have different broadband providers, not just Jio. I also have an app connection and a Pioneer broadband connection. I'll talk about that also. But this base plan gives you about 500 GB of data, it says, but and you'll be also be getting that 250 GB extra. So essentially you'll be getting about 750 gigabytes of data initially with this plan. And speeds on these plans have increased now from 100 megabits to 250 megabits. So actually pretty good, 250 megabits. But if you add the taxes and everything, you'll be paying 1,533 rupees per month for this plan. And that extra GB, as I've told you, is introductory offer. This will be applicable for 6 months. And now let's talk about, and one more thing that this Jio official told me is that, guys, these are not just these plans. In the near future, they might be announcing some newer plans also. But again, I didn't get any more details. But it's not like that. These plans are the only plans that will be coming in the future. Maybe, I'm just assuming around the Diwali or the Dussehra time, they might just announce some whatever Diwali offer or whatever. So new plans might be also coming. And now let's talk about the 4K set-top box. And according to the plans, and I even checked with this Jio official, yes, every connection, even the base connection, will get that 4K set-top box included. And guys, this is basically, think of this as an Android TV box. For example, if I give a very crude example, think of this as a Fire TV Stick 4K. For example, with the Amazon Fire TV Stick, you have a ton of apps like Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime, etc. So it's essentially that, and you'll be attaching this if you want to your television. So it will make your normal television a sort of a smart television. And this is a 4K box, so that's actually good. And we are getting this for every connection. And again, this Jio official did not specify to me exactly what are the apps that are coming, but I'm assuming popular apps like Netflix, Hotstar, Z, obviously Jio apps will come from this. But the Jio official didn't tell me exactly what are the OTT apps that we'll be getting. But one thing to make very clear, and I asked this question, is that whatever data is consumed, for example, let's say if you're watching Netflix or let's say Hotstar via this connection, via this box, that data will be counted from your whatever data cap. Let's say you have that 100 GB cap. So again, you're watching that Netflix or whatever. Your data will be used for that. This is not free. That I want to make it very clear. I double checked this one. But the good thing is that you're getting this 4K TV box free with almost every connection. And in fact, recently, Airtel has launched a similar box that's known as Extreme, and they are charging about 3,900 rupees or something like that for that. But you're getting that box for free. But again, this is not a cable TV box that many people are confusing. This is this is a box where you have a number of apps and you can use it like a Android TV box, I would say. Think of this as a Fire TV 4K stick that you're getting, and so that's what it is. And I will be upgrading one of my connections, so hopefully I should also be getting that box soon when I upgrade, because it said that everyone who goes for the paid plan will get that box. If I get it, do let me know. Do you want a dedicated video about it? What are the apps that is coming, etc.? Do let me know in the comment section below. Now let's talk about, before I move to the annual plans, which I think is the best thing right now because they give you options like double data, etc. Let's talk about why I feel these data plans are not that cost effective. Let me talk about my own experience. I'm in Hyderabad. I have 3 different broadband connections. Apart from Jio, my primary connection earlier was Act Broadband. And if you look at this web page, I'm actually on this 299 max plan that gives me 150 megabits of speed and 1 terabyte of data per month. And in fact, I paid annually for this, so I had to pay only for 10 months. So I paid 12,900 plus GST. So I'm getting 1 terabyte of data with this one. Another connection that I have is in this the secondary office. That's not our main. That's the Pioneer connection. And as you can see, I took the base connection. That's a 25 megabit connection up and down, and I get 300 gigabytes of data with this one, and the monthly rental is just 410 rupees plus taxes. And forget about all this. The most interesting thing is Hathway, which is now indirectly owned by Reliance, and it's basically I would say part of Jio now because Reliance owns Jio. Hathway broadband in Hyderabad, they have a plan. Look at this. Look at the 100 megabit plan. Monthly cost is just 499 rupees, and the best part is no data caps, unlimited data. And if you go for the 75 megabit data, it's just 349 rupees per month without any data caps. So I'm like surprised how much Reliance is actually charging for data. Anyways, another thing I really do not like about this Jio Giga Fiber plans is essentially, technically this connection is unlimited, but after, let's say, if we talk about the base plan, that is the bronze, after that 100 gigabytes of data, your connection speed will go down, and it goes down to just 1 megabit. So that's actually really less, because for example, I have ACT and stuff. We also have FUP with ACT and others. I'm going to give an example of ACT because I was using it in my plan. If I recall, after that 1 terabyte, if I exceed per month, then the connection drops down to about 3 megabit. So I feel that FUP speed should have been better. They should have gone with at least a 2 megabit, and for higher plans 3, 4, 6, something like that. But right now, for every plan, even the most expensive plan that will cost about 10,000 per month, the FUP is just 1 megabit. So I hope in the future they change this FUP, because 1 megabit connection for a broadband for FUP when you're just having 100 gigabytes of data is just ridiculous in my frank opinion. Now, as I've told you, I have actually 3 connections in my family, and I have 2 personally, one in the office and one in my home. I might just surrender one of the connections because I already have ACT, and it's way more cheaper, I would say, for me. And I might keep one of the Jio connections because of the reliability. Because if you recall, I had taken this connection around March sometime, and it's been more than 6 months now, and I never had an issue of downtime. So that is one thing that I really like. That I can't say lately because of the ACT. My ACT connection goes down quite a bit these days, but that's not the case with this one. So that's the only good thing, but I simply do not like how much data we are getting. And another thing that I want to clarify, and I did ask the Jio official about this one, with every new Jio connection, we will be getting that, fiber box that you require. This I believe will be the newer one that I got it from my dad for 2,500 rupees. This is the one, so you'll be getting this one. But this one only has 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi band, and I did test this one on my dad's connection, and the max speed on Wi-Fi you can get is about 45 to 48 megabits. You won't get higher speeds on Wi-Fi because this box simply does not have any 5 gigahertz band. I had taken the connection earlier for 4,500 rupees. That's why I have this white color box, and this one does have that 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi band. So even on Wi-Fi I get about 85 megabit. So again, that is one thing you have to note. And apart from that router box that you're getting, that the fiber will go, you will also be getting that 4K streaming box, 4K set-top box with every connection. So that's what you're going to get. And now let's talk about the annual plans. If you're really serious about this connection, then I would say look at the annual plans. And if you look at this image over here, let's talk about the silver and the gold plan. As I've told you, the silver plan per month will cost you about 1,002 rupees per month. And in this silver plan, if you go here, they have some options like this Bluetooth speaker, or you can get 2 extra months. And we also have a third option of doubling your data. And frankly, I feel if you are a power user, like most of you are who are watching this, then you should opt for this double data plan. Again, do note that out of these 3 options like Bluetooth speaker, that 2 months of extra, and double data, you can only choose one option. So I would suggest that if you're going for this plan, use that double data option. And hence, instead of the 200 gigabytes per month, you'll be getting 400 gigabytes per month. And for the full year, then you'll be paying about 12,024. This is inclusive of taxes. And this is one more important thing that I asked the Jio official. So the total, you're assuming that 400 GB into 12 is that 4,800 GB per year. I asked her, can we use that 4,800 GB as we like in the full year? No, she told. It will be capped to monthly data. So that means for this plan, maximum that you can use in a month is 400 gigabytes. For example, you just can't use like 1,000 gigabytes in a month. It's not like that. Every month you get a quota of about 400 gigabytes with that annual plan if you opt for that double data. I also like the gold plan for heavy users. The regular data is 500 GB per month. But if you opt for that annual plan in this one, in the annual plan, if you notice, they have some options. They are giving that 24-inch TV, but for that, you have to enroll for 2 years. Or again, the 2 months of extra data or double data. I would suggest go for the double data if you really want that. Then you will be getting about 1 terabyte of data per month, and the annual fee will work out to about 18,396 per year. This is inclusive of taxes. So this is just, again, they have a lot more plans, as you can see on this image. But again, you get an idea what I'm talking about. I would say what I liked about the Jio connection, because I've been using it for the past 6 months, is reliability. It was never down in the past 6 months, and mostly I get the rated speeds. It's basically I'm currently on the 100 megabit plan, and generally always I get about 92 to about 94 megabits of speed. So reliability is good compared to some of the other operators that I'm using here in Hyderabad. But for heavy users like you and me who need a lot of data, it is certainly very, very expensive as of now. And we simply do not have any unlimited plan option as of now. And even the FUP limits are just ridiculous at 1 megabit. But again, I feel yes, this Jio Giga Fiber connection might be great for some people. For example, you're living in a not a major city where you don't have a lot of broadband providers, then maybe this might be a better option. But again, in big cities like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Calcutta, Delhi, etc., we have a lot of broadband operators which give you very high speed connections, unlimited connections for 500, 800 rupees. So again, this was the information about this Jio Giga Fiber, guys, and I might be surrendering one of my own connections and might just roll on to give it a try how this works. One of the connections I might enroll for 3 months and see how it works, and I should also be getting that 4K set-top box because of that. So do let me know, do you want a video on that 4K set-top box? What are the features that you're getting? What is, etc. Anyways, guys, I hope this video makes sense and clears the confusion about Jio Giga Fiber and its plans. And guys, again, if you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, this is Ranjit. Hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.